In the evening, Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom when he saw the two angels of the Lord approach. He greeted them, bowing to the ground.
"My lords, please come over to your servant's house. Spend the night, wash your feet, rise up early, and go on your way."
"No, we will spend the night in the city square."
But Lot kept pressing them, and so they went home with him. And he made a feast for them and baked unleavened bread, and they ate. Before Lot's guests could go to bed, the men from all over the city, both young and old, surrounded Lot's house.
"Hey, where are the men who came to you tonight?
Bring them out to us, that we may know them."
Lot went out, stood in the doorway, and shut the door behind him.
"Please, my brothers, do not do such a wicked thing. Behold, I have 2 daughters who have never been with a man. Let me bring them out, and you can do with them as you please. Do not do anything to these men, for they are guests in my house."
"Stand back! This fellow came to live here, and now he has become the judge. For that, we will deal with you worse than with them."
Then they crowded around Lot, pushing against him to break down the door. But the angels inside pulled Lot into the house with them and shut the door. And they struck the men at the door with blindness, so that they wore themselves out groping for the door. The angels said to Lot,
"Do you have anyone else here? Whoever you have in the city, sons-in-law, sons, daughters, bring them out of this place, because the Lord has sent us to destroy it."
And Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-law, who were going to marry his daughters.
"Get up! Leave this place! The Lord is about to destroy the city!"
But his sons-in-law did not take him seriously. As morning dawned, the angels urged Lot,
"Get up and take your wife and your 2 daughters, or you will be consumed in the punishment of this city."
But Lot lingered. So the men seized him, his wife, and his daughters by the hand, the Lord being merciful, and they brought them and set them outside the city.
"Flee for your life! Do not look behind you, and do not stop anywhere in the valley. Escape to the hills, otherwise you will be swept away."
"Please, no, my lord! Behold, you have shown your servant great mercy by saving my life, but I cannot escape to the hills. I am afraid the disaster will overtake me and I will die. Look, there's a small town nearby. Please, let me escape there."
I agree to what you have asked. I will not overthrow that city. Escape there quickly, for I cannot do anything until you arrive there.
By the time Lot came to Zoar, the sun had risen over the land, and the Lord rained sulfur and fire out of the sky on Sodom and Gomorrah. And he overthrew the cities, the entire plain, and everything that grew in the ground. But Lot's wife, behind him, looked back and became a pillar of salt. And Abraham went early in the morning to the place where he had stood before the Lord and looked out toward the land of the valley. There before him, the smoke was rising from the land. And so it happened that when God destroyed the cities of the plains, he remembered Abraham and sent Lot away from the destruction. Lot was afraid to live in Zoar. So he went up into the hills and lived in a cave with his 2 daughters. And the firstborn said to the younger,
Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come unto us in the customary manner. Let us make our father drunk with wine, then we will lay with him. In this way, our father will have descendants.
So they made their father drink wine that night. And the older daughter went in and slept with her father. Lot did not know when she lay down or when she rose. The following night, Lot's daughters also made their father drink wine, and the younger one slept with him. Lot did not know when she lay down or when she rose. The firstborn gave birth to a son and called him Moab. He is the ancestor of the Moabites. The younger also gave birth to a son and called him Ben-Ami. He is the ancestor of the Ammonites.
Then the Lord rained on Sodom and Gomorrah sulfur and fire from the Lord out of heaven, and he overthrew those cities, and all the valley, and all the inhabitants of the cities, and what grew on the ground. But Lot's wife, behind him, looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. So it was that when God destroyed the cities of the valley, God remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot had lived. Genesis chapter 19, verses 24 to 26, and verse 29.